I am here with a heavy heart to say that one of the WWE legends, Hulk Hogan, has passed away. Um, whatever you say about Hogan, he is the one who helped wrestling get to where it is. So, first off, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. And I know you're probably wondering, Hulk's never won the Intercontinental United States title. Why do I have a rip with the Hulk Hogan with the Intercontinental and United States title? Here's the reason why. Um, in all respect to Hulk, I got to be at least 3 4 years, even if it's five at this point. I wrote a little story about Hogan winning these two titles, fantasy booking, and I would like to share with you. I'm not going to go over every single detail because it's not that important, but here's how the story starts. So Dragon Lee has been in a feud with Braun Strowman. Yes, Braun Strowman's back in this time. He was part of the big story, so he has to do this. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Dragon Lee says, I'm going to give an open challenge for the United States title if I'm beaten up or not. The three of them beat him up. LWO help out and save him. Hogan comes out, drops the leg drop, saying he said anytime, if he's injured or not, he's giving the open challenge. Hogan wins the Intercontinental title, United States title. Monday Night Raw, CM Punk and Chad Gable are fighting for Chad Gable's Intercontinental title. AJ Styles is feuding with CM Punk. He takes off the protective padding. Punk goes in head first into the exposed steel. Chaos Theory, 1, 2, 3. Post match, Chad Gable's with Otis at this time. That's very important. We pretty much do the Mr. Fuji Yokozuna thing. Hulk looks at the ref, scoop slam, leg drop, and he's the unified champion. He says he's going to retire, and he's going to retire with both these belts. Chad Gable says absolutely not, and Adam Pearce says absolutely not, and he's on both brands. Dragon Lee does lose a match to Chad Gable, so it's Chad Gable heading into it. Hogan's like, it's kind of an NWO for him too. Um, so he's a heel, and so Chad's he won that match. So Hogan's like, all right, then you're gonna have to face Otis if you really want this. And in the meantime, there's a lawsuit going on. Like Hogan says, if you try to take these belts away from me, brother, I'm gonna sue the WWE and stuff like that. Eventually, we get to SummerSlam, and I booked the match where Hogan doesn't bump once. He does all the classic Hogan, so the only time he's falling is when he's doing those leg drops. And I guess coming down for the scoop slam and the atomic drop, but he's not bumping. Chad Gable did, when he hit a leg drop, because he hit like 7 or 8 leg drops in the match, he did catch one when it landed into an ankle lock. And the final one, which he did from the top rope, he misses and he locks in the ankle lock. And then Hogan would have tapped out. And that would have been the end. I don't think it would have been the end. Not necessarily. I think that he'd be celebrating Chad Gable with the belts, and Hogan would take them away and say, brother, I presented these titles to you. Go up the ramp, do another pose, and Chad Gable would celebrate as Intercontinental United States Champion. Also, they would not be unified anymore. Chad Gable would go on to defend them individually. And that's the story I had for Hulk Hogan. Now, I did take out like a bunch of random ass matches like Dragon Lee versus the Brawns I talked earlier about, but that's not the point. I was here to talk about Hulk Hogan. I really like this storyline. I thought if Hogan could have pulled it off, it would have been a great, and I mean a great, send off. I know he wouldn't want to tap out, but that's a story for another day. So Hulk, I want to say thank you for everything. You were on my face. You were on my first pay per view, which was SummerSlam 2006 when you fought Randy Orton. I was already watching TNA when you came in and took away our six-sided ring, but we're not going to talk about TNA here. We're going to talk about how when you entered heaven, brother, you scoop slammed Andre the Giant and dropped the leg on it, while Mean Gene called the action and said, still WWE champion. Because now in heaven, you can do like the first 7 WrestleManias, 7 or 8, because Hogan Who did he team with? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. I know it was Mr. Wonderful passed away and Piper, but who did he? He didn't team with Snuka, did he? No, he teamed with Mr. T, so you can't do that. Mr. T is still alive, but you could recreate Bobby Heenan, Magic King Kong Bundy in heaven in the steel cage. You could recreate WrestleMania 3. 2 is Bundy, by the way. WrestleMania 3 against Andre, WrestleMania 4 against Andre. You cannot recreate the main event where he comes for the save because Ted DiBiase $1 Million Man is still alive. Um, Macho Man at WrestleMania 5 they recreate if they can hash things out in heaven. Ultimate Warrior, of course. You can have that title for title, which is the only time that Hogan ever had could have had the Intercontinental title. I think he had it on a house show against Hockey Hunt Man where he won by counter or something. I guess that Hogan now passing means I have to get back onto that because I really wanted to do what if Hulk Hogan had won the Intercontinental United States title. So I guess that's something I'll get on. And the last thing I would like, so Slaughter is the next one, and then it's Money Inc. Who are still alive, right? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Did he miss WrestleMania 8? Well, you could do the body slam with Yoko, but I don't think that's the match I was thinking of. Slaughter. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my phone really quick because I think I'm missing WrestleMania 8. In WrestleMania 8, oh god, I'm usually really good at this stuff. WrestleMania 8. Okay, I'm on the Wikipedia. Thank you again, Hogan, for everything you did for wrestling. As we look this up, it is Sid Justice, who I believe is passed, right? It's Sid who passed, not yes, he has passed, Sid. So you got a recreation of all those great moments in heaven and Hulkster. I guess we'll meet in heaven if that's where we're gonna meet. Thank you for everything you did as world champion. Um, 4 years as WWE champion, and I hope you're resting in peace, brother. Stay nice for disability rights.